Where should I put this? This is Trevor ASMR. My hair looks whack. What's up, guys? It's me, Trevor, again, and I was going to try a new type of video. So instead of me making like a normal vlog, I was going to make a more of a storytelling kind of video. But I'm going to try and utilize this green screen, aka my TV with a green screen. So hopefully I can utilize this. If not, you're just going to see a little big green screen here that has no reason for it. But hopefully I can crop and put some pictures in here, so that should look pretty dope. But I'm gonna try and make a kind of a storytelling thing. If you ever seen someone like Swoozy, he's make like part cartoon, part real life videos, and I was just gonna try that, see how I like it. Maybe I have no artistic ability, so maybe without the animation, but hopefully I could just like put pictures in here, put stuff up, and just display like what I'm saying. But anyways, in this video I'm gonna talk about how I got off of social media for a week. I know, crazy, right? You're probably thinking, Trevor, what are you doing? How are you going to talk to me? How am I going to send you memes? How are you going to live? Well, one, I can talk to you through text. Two, memes, I can use Reddit, which is technically a social media, but I kept it. Also, you could text it to me too, but that wouldn't be as cool. And how am I going to talk to people? Well, I would simply put down my phone and talk to you face to face. Now, you may be wondering, why exactly did you get off social media? Well, I don't know. I had kind of multiple reasons. One of the main reasons was there's multiple research out there and multiple articles saying that social media causes depression and stuff. It says that social media takes away the opportunity for people to talk face to face, and they don't get this person-to-person interaction. They also say that social media causes isolation. So like most people are spending their time on their phones, looking at Instagram, looking at Snapchat, and talking to people through there than really in real life. Some examples are like, say when you're walking down a hallway, you know, like you know exactly what I'm talking about. Say you're walking down a hallway and you see someone that you know, but you quite don't want to talk to them, so you just kind of like pull out your phone and then just fake scroll. It's stuff like that. Like if social media didn't exist, this opportunity wouldn't exactly happen. Now you could be saying, oh, just get rid of all phones in general, but like in a way, phones are good, but phones are bad. In this case, I'm just talking about social media and why I got off of it. Aside from me listening to these articles and seeing if it would actually cause me to be more isolated, I wanted to see if I would become a more social person, and I just kind of wanted to see if what would happen to me. Like, would I just explode if all this deleted? What would happen if I just like got rid of everything and there was basically no way of me communicating with my friends like I used to? So let me break this down into the days so you guys can better kind of understand what was going on. The first day was probably the hardest day of me getting rid of my social media. I would say at that point, the time I deleted it, the day I deleted it at least, was at the moment when I realized that I really truly was addicted. So I was like constantly checking my phone to see if I got any new Snapchats or new Instagram alerts or any new memes were sent to me. But ultimately it turned out to be nothing because I deleted it, of course. And whenever I like would look at my phone and realize I deleted all my social media, I then realized that wow, this was a key factor in my life. I use this thing pretty much every day. And it made me start thinking like, wow, our just a generation, our society, we would wake up in the morning, look at our phones, and then basically be on our phones all day until like the moment we go to bed. Now that's just that kind of blows my mind when you think about it, because it's like, how is one little device taking control of our life? And once I got rid of it, I really understood how this social media and how our phones basically consume our lives, and how if we get rid of it or even just try and alter and change our ways, that we can change our lifestyle. We can become more social. We can be more not introverted but extroverted. I don't know what it's called. I'll probably flash it up there because I have this new green screen ability. Anyways, so what made it really hard on the first day is that it was kind of one of those days where I had most of it to myself, but then I also had a lot of it with other people. So that day I had a track meet. By the way, I was thinking about vlogging my track meets, but I don't know how coach would exactly feel. So I'm kind of iffy because I don't want to upset coach yet. I also want to make some YouTube videos. But anyways, it was kind of hard because I had a track meet that day, and then after basically like I think 6 hours of me just being alone and not having the ability to talk to my friends through like Snapchat and stuff, I was able to like go out and talk to more people. And I noticed right when I went to that track meet, I was more social. I was talking to way more people than I usually would be. Instead of me being on my phone all the time, I was talking to people and actually having conversations rather than me just being on my phone and then just kind of being alone to myself. This was a nice change, honestly, personally, because I felt like I could actually connect to people rather than me being connected on my phone. I was able to connect to people personally and better understand what they were feeling and what they were doing. Now you're probably thinking like, oh, you could have done this with your social media, but yeah, that's true. But with me taking away that temptation, I had a better opportunity to actually indulge myself in this experience. Flashback to day 2 through 4. And I just want to say those days were basically pretty much similar. I would wake up, look at my phone, realize I don't have social media, and then I would get up and do my everyday activities. Maybe get on Xbox or PC, play some Fortnite, watch some TV, or do something exciting, you know. And at that moment, I really realized that social media really gives me something to do, and without it, I kind of disconnected myself from the world. Especially, I realized that once I came back on the social media, but I noticed that without social media, I was very disconnected and I didn't have much communication between my friends. I mean, yes, on those days I still had like track practice and stuff, which I was still talking to people, but I noticed that when I was at my house by myself, it was very like kind of lonely in a way. Now the rest of the week I actually had school. At the week before I had spring break, and that's why there was kind of also a little break in my vlogs. There wasn't many vlogs coming out because I didn't do much. I just kind of sat around and talk to my friends and stuff. Like, not much actually happened. But anyways, going back to the story, I came back to school, and without social media, I noticed not a big change, but sort of a big change in a way, because rather than me sitting in class every once in a while pulling out my phone and then scrolling through Instagram or something, I was actually like more focused and more engaged with like my learning, which is definitely a good thing because I was able to really pay attention more in school. There was no temptation, so I was able to like focus on my schoolwork, get everything done, and then go home and then do whatever I needed to do. No, that was my week without social media. Now, if there's anything that I realized that my generation and our society really are super addicted to social media. Now, like, you may be thinking like, oh no, I can just stop myself at any time. But then, if you really can, put down your phone and look around. I noticed without my social media and without me being on my phone all the time that I would look around and then I would see like basically a lot of my classmates on their phones. Whenever I got off social media, I had the ability to look up and actually see the real world, and I was able to enjoy it more. Now that sounds super corny, but like I'm trying to be real with you guys. Like, I would also say that social media has kind of changed our social etiquette and like how we interact with each other. So one example is like I would be talking to a friend and then we'd just be having a conversation, and then he would just pull out his phone. Now like whenever I had social media, this sounds once again crazy too, but whenever I did have social media, I thought this was okay. He was just seeing like who Snapchatted him or what Instagram alert he got. But then I realized like that's honestly a little low key rude. Like, whenever I didn't have the ability to like look down at my phone too, it was kind of just strange for me just sitting there awkwardly with my like hands to my side, just kind of watching him get on his phone while I'm trying to talk to him. Like, I thought that was just bizarre, but like it's a huge part of our society now, and it's like, will this ever change? Most likely not. Social media is just going to keep gaining on, and I don't know. It's just I just wanted to share my experience with you guys and tell you guys that whenever I got off social media, I really got to experience a lot more than normal. I was able to like focus on my schoolwork more. I was able to see the real world around me, and I was able to like person to person socialize more. Like, rather than me just being behind a phone screen talking to people, I actually felt more connected to these people on a personal level than on, I guess, a score level, like a snap score or something like that. I don't feel like, oh, I just got another notification, I'll answer this person. I felt like I'm actually going to go out of my way and talk to people. I would say definitely I became a more social person. I talked to way more people than I normally did, and I actually made an effort to say, hey, what's their face? Or like, hey, what's up, dude? I actually like talked to people, and I didn't just kind of sit behind my phone and then just awkwardly be there. Now I'd like to end this video saying like, I'm not trying to get everyone to get off their phone and get off their social media. I'm just saying like, consider what you're doing. Think about like how much time you actually spend. I know as soon as I re-downloaded all my social media, I noticed that I'm still back on it. I'm on my phone all the time. Like, I had so many Snapchat alerts and so many like Instagram stuff. I just went back and viewed it all, and I was able to basically go through all my content in a very quick amount of time, and I was able to see like how much I missed, and I was also able to see how quickly we are able to adapt, or quickly to be able to be addicted to something. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of like give you guys my experience on what it was like getting off social media for a week. Now, like I know a week isn't a lot of time, but like a week was a significant amount of time for someone my age that's always on their social media, and I just wanted to like share what I thought and how I felt. But anyways, yep, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to share my experience. Maybe you guys can learn a thing or two from this, and I don't know. See you guys next video. Peace. And now let me talk about my like YouTube channel side. So my YouTube channel, it's been pretty dry recently. I haven't posted a video in like 2 weeks, I think 2-3 weeks, and that's because I've just been like not much is happening, and I've also haven't had a drive to do it. My camera's about to die, so let me wrap this up fast. But let me, if this video turns out well and people actually like it, or even if I like it, I might do more. I have plenty of stories to tell, and hopefully this could stick, or I could find something else to do.